Hi, my name is Jason Goldner, and I'm here to talk about TotalSource and how to gain access and generate revenue from TotalSource. So before we do that, I thought I would address why we would want it. So obviously, first and foremost, there's the roll call. TotalSource is probably the first or second largest item we have in our bag. The average split to major accounts is $50,000. The second reason is right now we have the unique ability to talk about something on everyone's mind, which is healthcare reform and the Affordable Care Act. So it's something that all business owners and CEOs really are interested in learning more about. And then at that point, it's something that's new to most of our clients and prospects. They're not aware of it, so we have a unique idea to bring to the marketplace. And then finally, it's good because a lot of times these accounts are accounts that we haven't been able to get into other ways. Some of them are in-house or they have low needs as it relates to payroll. So it's another good reason to attack these accounts. So at this point, I'd like to introduce two of ADP's finest who are going to show us how to actually gain access. We're going to learn about Nate Newby. Why don't you come on up, Nate? He's just started with ADP, and we're going to show you some of the pitfalls of what could happen on the phones. And then we're also going to be helped by Peter Pro, who's been at ADP for a very long period of time. Don't be shy, Peter. Come on up.
Thanks for having me today, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you. And Peter will show us the right way to gain entrance with the right message at the right level. All right? So at this point, Nate, why don't you give it a shot? Let's see how you would make your initial call.
Okay, I got this. Yes, hi, my name is Nate, and I'm calling from ADP for Call the Controller. Oh, yeah, I see, but I wasn't calling about payroll. Yeah, but all right, thanks.
All right, better luck next time, Nate. What do we think Nate did wrong? Okay, the first thing is he's calling for the controller. TotalSource is definitely a type of application. It's a strategic product that needs to start at the highest level. So if we're calling controllers, HR directors, we're going to have similar results. We definitely want to start with the owner. And number two, I wouldn't lead with that you're calling from ADP. ADP, has connotations. People know ADP and they think of payroll immediately. So when we're selling TotalSource, we have the ability to say that, we're from TotalSource. So I wouldn't bring up ADP that early into a conversation. So at this point, let's see, Peter, let's see how you attack the phones.
All right, I'm ready for this, Jay.
Good.
All right. It's been a while since I dialed one of these. Yes, hi, good afternoon. This is Peter Pro calling, and I'm looking to speak to Owen, owner, please. Yes, I'm calling from TotalSource. I wanted to speak to him briefly about the Affordable Care Act and how it's impacting all businesses, especially those with over 50 employees, which I know is really where you guys are today, and you're growing. So I'd like to take a few minutes to show him and tell him how we can help him as these new regulations get rolled out. Oh, great. You'll connect me through right now? Perfect. Hey, Nate, you want to come in?
Yeah.
Come on, Owen. You got this, all right? I got your back.
Hey, thanks, Peter.
All right.
Thanks for getting
I'll be here.
the first guy I've ever talked to. This is great. Hi, Owen, owner. Oh yes, great. I was calling you today to explain an ADP solution that helps companies save money on health insurance and guarantee legal compliance. Well, I can't really give you rates over the phone, but that's why we should get together. Yeah, all right, okay. I'll call your HR director back in June. All right, bye.
All right, thanks again, Nate. So what do we think Nate did wrong there? Well, the first and most obvious is he made the call all about ADP and the products that we have. Secondly, it was a whole conversation about health insurance. So as we know, if we start talking about things that don't interest the owner, they're going to pass us to that person. So in this case, he does want us to call the HR director back. And then finally, he set the wrong expectations. So we definitely don't want to get in trying to talk about saving money on health insurance. It sets the wrong expectation, and now it puts us and your TotalSource partner, under the gun from the first moment they walk in the door. Good. So at this point, let's rewind a little and see how Pete Pro would handle that call.
Owen, thanks for taking a few minutes to speak with me today. I understand you're busy, so I'll be brief and respect your time. I'm sure as you're aware already, healthcare reform is having a major impact on all businesses, especially businesses your size. And it will have an impact on you as an individual going forward, all businesses, and the economy in general. So TotalSource, I'm not sure how much you're aware of it, but it's an exclusive division that has a unique offering. It's based on ADP's size and resources, where we can help you through that healthcare reform quagmire that's out there, while keeping you in compliance and helping you stabilize some of those costs around the idea of health insurance and other benefit expenses you have. I'm out in the area Tuesday and Thursday of next week, so I'd like to schedule a 30-minute review with you to review how TotalSource can have an impact on your bottom line, and also how we can help you with healthcare reform and compliance moving forward. I understand you do have an HR department today, so I would welcome your HR director to join the meeting. Some of these changes, will have an impact on some of the strategic things that your HR department will be able to do for you if you implement a TotalSource. So which one of those would work better for you, next Tuesday or Thursday? I could do 2 o'clock either day. Oh, great, we'll make it for Thursday. Thanks. Look forward to meeting you then. I'll send you a follow-up email. Bye-bye.
Great. All right, and now at this point, let's see how Nate would wrap up his call.
Okay. Should be better. Yes, okay. Great. Tuesday at 10 is perfect. I'll see you then. Yes! Nate Newby. Got one.
Nice. Little difference there. And another good thing that we want to do is ask some follow-up questions too. We want to make sure that we are making sure that we're, that this company is eligible for TotalSource. There are some business rules that you're probably aware of at this point in terms of how many employees they have on benefits, how many are eligible, some things to that effect. So, and then finally, there are some best practices in terms of what you would do after you gain the appointment. So the first thing you want to do is call your TotalSource partner. Make sure that it's on his calendar too. I would go in together as a united front. I'd make sure that you guys, if you're using a slide deck, you make sure that you know where you're going to leave off and the other person's going to pick up. So personally, I like to pretend that I'm sort of the ADP generalist and sort of talk about everything, and that I brought in a specialist from TotalSource who's there to talk about that specific product. You also want to stay involved in the whole process because, in case you ever needed to pivot, if TotalSource isn't going to work, you want to be there. And at the same time, you want to just be another set of eyes and ears. So just a couple of best practices. We obviously used a healthcare script today, but at the same time, there's multiple scripts you could use. TotalSource has some great tools out there. There's some great tools on the source as well. So there's a piece that's actually rolling out that talks about 4 different scripts that are available for you. So, figure out what makes the most sense. Personally, I think at this point with healthcare reform, I think it's a great way to gain entrance, whether that's clients or prospects. All right? Thank you very much, and good luck getting your piece of the TotalSource pie.